Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my new haircut. Finally, I got me a haircut. This morning, I want to make some gluten-free banana apple muffins. I'm twisting an old recipe to try to make it gluten-free. Gluten-free helps me a lot, so that's what I'm going to do. I've already got most of my items pre-measured. I'm using gluten-free oats. It's the quick oats that I'm going to use. Gluten-free all-purpose flour, almond milk, stevia, brown sweetener, baking powder, organic ground nutmeg, organic cinnamon, the pink Himalayan salt. Instead of using oil, I'm going to use some sugar-free, or some unsweetened, I'm sorry, applesauce. So, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is get you guys down here to where you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to peel these apples, and then I'm going to shred them. Peeled because the skin of the apple is not my friend. If the skin of the apple is your friend, then please use it. It has so many vitamins and nutrients in it that is good for most people, just not good for my digestive tract. So we'll just skip that. And we'll de-seed these, peel them, make room for all this, and then we'll get these little jewels going. I've been wanting to fix these for a few days. Been a little under the weather, so had time to try to figure out and come up with some new recipes, this being one of them. So, to peel these, and then just we're going to shred them. You know, use whatever shredder you've got. You may need to put a little lemon juice on there, but you want about a cup of shredded apple. Again, I'm going to shred it because it's going to be easier on the digestive tract instead of having all the big pieces. We'll have the smaller pieces for us. I was hoping you all could see that. I thought I better check. But let me get all of this done. And I'll be right back with you. Okay. There we go. There we go. And I forgot to tell you all, I've got 2 eggs over there too. Wouldn't be the first time I forgot to put my eggs in my stuff. And then I stand wondering, what in the world's going on? And I look around and see on the counter, there lays my eggs. Yeah, it happens. But we're going to get this banana peeled, and then I'm just going to dice it up. I've got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to bake these for about 20 to 30 minutes, I do believe. Now, if y'all haven't yet, and you're new here, welcome. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. Let me say it like that. And if you haven't yet, I wish you would click the subscribe button. If you like the content, I wish you would click the thumbs up, give me a like. Let me know you enjoy what I'm doing here. And then also, there's a dinner bell that if you click that, you'll get notifications of when I put content on. So I would appreciate all of that from you. YouTube likes it when we let them know if we like their content, the creator's content. So we're just going to give this a real good chop and dice. Just one banana, that's all you need. Or if you want to put less apple and more banana, you can. Yeah, this is a trial and error. That's what we're doing here, trial and error. Now I've got more than a cup of shredded apple here, so I'm just going to scoot that over there. Again, I'm going to use applesauce and not oil. Trying to cut back on the calories too, girls. The full recipe for this will be on my Facebook page. That's at Nana's Hidden Apron. Handcrafted by, of course. Now, let's get this stuff organized. See if we can get a little organization going on here. Of course, we've always got that sink of water over there. Now, again, I've already got measured my gluten-free all-purpose flour and my... Come out of there. And my oats. You don't want to come out of there, so I'm not going to worry with it. We're just going to pour that in this bowl and mix them in together. You know, I'm hoping all this fits in this bowl. Y'all used to seeing me use a different mixing bowl, I'm sure. But we're just going to mix this in together. Then I'm going to take all of my spices, sprinkle them around on there. Spices and the baking powder. Mix that in together. Boy, that cinnamon and nutmeg smells so good. Mmm. Yeah. I'm looking forward to having one of these. I'm going to have me one for lunch, I believe. Since I've already missed breakfast. Now, again, instead of using sugar, I'm using stevia. You can use any sweetener you want. I just choose to use that. And brown sugar. I like the flavor that the brown sugar gives all the baked goods that are keto friendly. So I'm going to take my hand and just mix that together to make sure we've got it good and mixed and no clumps. You know, you always hear me say sift it, but it's kind of hard to sift this. So we're just going to do this and make sure it has 0 clumps to it. Except for what's naturally supposed to be there from our oats, right? Right. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in my banana. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the apples in. And the 2 eggs. Now, I'm sorry. I had to get my allergy shot yesterday, so I'm a little sniffly today. Sorry about that. Little sneezy, little sniffly. But let's get that apple in there. But what I was saying is, because this is a new recipe that I'm working on, I sure hope it turns out right, you all. Remember my little measure? Love it. But I'm going to go ahead and put those in, and my 2 eggs. Look, there's a piece of apple. What do you know? And I'm going to use my hand again to mix this stuff together. Nothing wrong with that. They're clean. I'll tell you what I'm going to do first before I get my hands in that. I'm going to go ahead and measure out about, I'm going to say, let's go with 2 tablespoons of the unsweetened apple sauce. Let's go with 2 tablespoons of that. Now, let's go ahead and work this in together. Let me get y'all moved over here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing okay. Ain't no mind to that sink. You know what it is. If you're familiar with me, you know I don't like working in a mess. So I have that there to get all my stuff washed up and out of the way. Get it mixed up really good by hand. And then I'm going to slowly start adding the almond milk to it. Again, that's the unsweetened. I use the vanilla flavor. You can use regular milk if you want to. Up to you. Right. Let's see here. A little bit more. A little bit down there on the bottom that's not mixed well. I know a lot of people don't like seeing people using their hands, mixing stuff around, but sometimes it's just necessary, you know. Sometimes it's just necessary. Okay, so let me get that off my hands. I'm gonna stick my hand over here. See, it's another good reason to have. Boy, that smells so good. Another reason to have that sink of water right there. Stick your hand down in there and get it rinsed off. Or turn the water on and have to rinse it a little bit before. All right. There we go. Now we're going to slowly add some of this milk. Again, I've got 2/3 of a cup measured out here, by the way. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. So, we'll just do a little pour. That was 1/4 cup. So let's see how we do with it. If you use a clean measuring cup, you can always pour that back into your container. I have to use the refrigerated almond milk. I don't know what the difference is, but I tried the shelf stable and had an allergic reaction to it. How about that? I know it's odd, huh? But it happened. Sometimes I think if it's going to happen to anybody, it's probably going to happen to me. I'm thinking some more. We don't want them dry. Of course, that's the whole reason for putting that applesauce in there, too. Is so that they're not dry. So let's try another 1/4 cup of it. See how that turns out. Might just take 1/2 cup. Do it a little bit slower so I'm not slinging it out everywhere. That would be pointless to put all that in there and then sling it out, wouldn't it? I don't think a mixer is necessary. You can use one if you want to, but this is not a stiff batter, so it shouldn't work you too awful much. There we go. Boy, that smells just, ooh, it smells good. I know, I keep saying that, don't I? I'll be alright. Rest assured. You know, because it's muffins, I believe that's what I'm going to go with right there. Just 1/2 cup. I believe that's what I'm going to go with. Now, oh, let me get those out of there. Get those out of there and wipe off this. Y'all already know. Now, I'm going to set you back over here. Are you getting dizzy yet? Set you back over here. I've already got my pan ready. Hopefully I only need one. I don't know. And again, it's a multitude of... it is a multitude of muffin liners, muffin tin liners. So, it's alright. Ooh, nice. Don't want to go overboard with it. Don't want it to come up out of there. Looks so good. It's got those chunks of apple in it and banana. Mmm. Gluten free. You know what? I just made a mess. Who would have thought it, right? Okay. It's alright. We'll just scoop it up out of there. Take this handy dandy little dishcloth I've got laying over there, wipe it out, and we'll set it right back down in there. It'll make a little bit of a mess when it's baking, but not much. There we go. I have the worst time getting these liners to go down in the pan, and I don't know why. You know what? I think this is going to make more than 12. It just might. But, I mean, I thought about using almond flour, and then I was like, well, you know what? I've got this gluten flour, this gluten-free flour. Let me give it a try and see if I can do this. I made gluten-free cupcakes one time, and they didn't turn out the best. But, you know, I tried. I'm going to try to make this 12 and no more than that. That's what I'm going to try anyway. Get down in there. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. You know, most of the stuff I put in here can be used for overnight oats. Of course, you don't want to put the baking powder, the all-purpose flour in there, but definitely the oats itself and all the other stuff that I put in there, you could make you some overnight oats out of instead. I like overnight oats. A lot of people don't, but I do. Yeah, let's see if I can't just scoop that up and get it down in there without making a super duper mess. I know, I pitched it over there in the sink. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you may hear Brinkley start howling because I hear sirens. When he hears sirens, he usually howls. He might not have heard it. I'm surprised they're not running in and out. They typically do. Y'all know they do. Oh boy. Alright. Now, let's get this in the oven. And then, I'm going to clean up my mess. Get my hands wiped off. Double check, make sure I got everything in there. Alright. Like I said. Oopsie. Let's get these stuck in the oven here. Get our bacon on. There we go. There we go, my pretties. Now, see y'all in about 20-25 minutes, maybe even 30. Be back in a few. Okay, they smell great. I've had them in there for about 23 minutes. Let's see if they're done. Get you guys sitting right here. Whoops. Typical me. Okay, hang on. Oh, wow. Look at that. Aren't those pretty? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a toothpick. A lot of you know this, the toothpick trick. And just stick it in there and see if it's done or not. So that's what we're going to do right now. As soon as I get through flipping y'all over on your head. This is the one that I messed up. So that'll be the one that we're going to taste. Yep. I do believe they're done. Give it one more try. This one's a little bit thicker. Yeah. See? It's my favorite time. It's time to taste test. Let's see what this is going to taste like. I've already got me a plate and fork over here. You saw that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. You did, you did. All right. Well, I can tell you they still smell just as good as they did a while ago. So, ooh, hot stuff, hot stuff. So let's get them out of there and see how it holds up. You know, there's one thing I didn't do that I should have. We can tell by this. I should have sprayed these with nonstick spray, but that's okay. It's okay. All right. Ooh, look at that. Can you see that bit of apple there? See that bit of apple? Okay. Well, come on up here. Let's give it a try. Ooh, very hot. That is so good. Wow. I taste the... Wow. I can taste the cinnamon. It's not overpowering. The nutmeg, great. I can taste the apple. I get a little hint of the banana. That is really good. I am so proud of me. Yeah, really good. See? Look at that. Let me get you over here in the light a little bit better lighting. Ew, quit making all that noise. See there? See? Now, if you want chunks in yours, then go ahead and do a dice. You know, do a small dice on your apples. This recipe, I believe that this would taste awesome with, to switch it around, would be to put some wonderful raisins in it. Shred you some carrots, put in it, and then you got your carrot cake muffins. This is great. Give it a try. Let me know if you like it. You all take care. I can tell you, I'm going to finish my muffin. Bye, y'all.